Yes, because I'm sorry, I'm enjoying the cleavage and the tattoo on the cleavage with the skull. 'Cause I am a huge lover of ink.
Yeah,
Trust and freaking believe. How many tats you got, baby?
not that many, just my arm and my chest, and then I have a few on my ankles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we see you very flexible, obviously.
I try. I wish I were more flexible, honestly.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
Hey,
about to smoke a bowl.
please. The purpose of the smokers lounge, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the
They can
whole.
smoke
That's
too.
the
We can
whole
talk
idea,
and
right?
smoke. Yes, yes. And how you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. I am, just out here thriving. I recently moved, so my place is a little bit in disarray, but
Okay.
you know, we're doing great. I just finished, got back from Atlanta, and
Okay.
ready to go to Vegas. So I don't know when I'm gonna unpack my house, but I will at some point.
So I tell you, you did some work down in Atlanta, huh?
I did, yeah. I had a pretty busy weekend. I fit close to, I want to say, like 10 different shoots with 4 different people in 3 days, uh,
Wow.
which was exhausting.
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure of it because because one, different styles of shooting, probably different dicks and different sizes. Um, and filming is work.
It's work. It is work. And like, there's a lot of like just boring stuff that goes into it, right? Like having to like talk about like what you're doing and filling out the paperwork and like, I mean, taking photos of you holding your ID and then taking it over and over and over again because you like couldn't get a clear picture, and it's just like very like not glamorous.
Oh no, it because like I said, the easy part and the fun part is actually the shoot itself. That when y'all actually filming, but getting to that is a headache, period, or what have you and everything. And then depending upon how you shooting, who you shooting with, whether they do pretty girl pictures or what have you, yeah.
Yeah, if you're taking photos, then you gotta do that. That's like a whole thing. I didn't do photos with everybody, but like some guys I did, and it was just like, I mean, it's great. Like I love it. I'm like, yes, content, like that's the whole point. But
Mm.
it's exhausting. It's a lot of work. Um, and those guys, man, some of them are troopers.
Oh my goodness. So, who did you work with while you was in Atlanta? Let's
I
got your Atlanta trip real quick.
I got to work with Ars Black, who is just such a treat.
Well, say the first name. I'm sorry, 'cause I was talking when you said
Mars, Mars
Mars Black.
Black. He's great. He's great. Yeah, yeah. 2 thumbs up. He's hilarious. He's so funny. He like knew exactly what he wanted to do and like had like such a professional, such a gentleman. Absolutely, I'm gonna work with him in Vegas again. I worked with Diego Cash, who I think has been around for a little bit. He's been around for a few years. He was very sweet. Um, just very professional, very like could just like go forever. Like I was like, your stamina is like I get why you do this. Like I couldn't believe it. Like I am a pretty fit person,
Mm.
and he is not someone you would look at and be like, oh, he's a fit guy, but he could just like he like didn't get tired. I was like, how are you alive right now? I worked with Stacks, Pat Stacks,
Okay.
who is like a bodybuilder. Um, he was a lot of fun. He was very creative. I actually learned I'm going to be talking about these boys more than myself. I swear to God, you meet so many interesting people, but he's actually like a professional, like videographer. Like
Mm-hmm.
he like Final Cut Pro and shit to like edit his stuff, which is crazy. So he was really cool to talk to. It's really like the parts that are the best are like the conversations you have like after about just like, editing or social media or like trends or just like what's going on in the industry. I feel like I've learned so much from just like the like in between and after shoot talks.
Oh yeah, for sure. And with that being said, as she likes her bong, welcome to the Smokers Lounge. How you doing, smokers? You know who I am, Kevin Arthur Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. Four wonderful sponsors to tell you about. The first one being the Facebook, the LS Community, lsworld.com. Next up, the hottest adult mag in the game, eroticismmagazine.com. And after that, 90% profit for you wonderful content creators out there and porn stars. And no hashtag issue. Plus, for your consumers, a new place to consume your triple X content. I'm talking about excitebunny.com. Lastly but not least, and we love them to death, shouts out to cinematographer. We're talking about award-winning, award-nominated. We're talking about voiceover with smut, and they even have virtual reality. We're talking about blusherotica.com. So go there and get a subscription and see the industry best work with one of the industry's finest. Also, 5 days out the week in the mornings, you can drink your coffee and wake and bake with me and fullyswapradio.com. It's me and fellow people from the industry give you that real smoke about the industry that other podcasts may not. And you can also check me out on skyhawkafterdarktv.com as well as the BGPLLC app. Now I'm going to let this freaky, sexy, gorgeous, voluptuous, tattooed up freak introduce her sexy ass self. Go ahead, tell them who you is, babe.
Hi. So sorry I talked forever. I didn't realize you were trying to do an intro. I'm Quinn. I'm Quinn Marie or Quinn the PAWG.
Okay.
To talk. I love to talk. I live in DC, from the DC area, from the DMV.
Okay.
Lived in New York City for about 15 years. I'm 35. I have been doing some sort of sex work since I was 19. I've worked at strip clubs. I've done cam stuff like Chatterbait, and I was on my free cams probably the most, but then took a really long break. I work as a software engineer during the day, so this isn't like how I make money. I feel like it's not the easiest source of income, to be perfectly honest. But
just believe many of us have jobs.
Yeah. You can't. I mean, you can't rely, especially if you're just starting out. Like, I'm relatively new, and like, you can't just hop into it and expect to make money. Like, that's not.
No. But people think it's that easy to make money at this. You know, period. And see, I'm gonna tell you what people don't get, and this is what the public don't get. The money that they're talking about is their best payout, but they're not gonna tell you the next month, the month after that, or the month after that. They just ain't. Because sometimes your best payout, you may not get that the next month. You know, period. The money fluctuates.
Yeah, it's really, you can't, it's not the most reliable. Like, I think dancing is a more reliable source of income than doing this.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, with dancing, once again, it's services. See, that's why I said now in this day and age, porn stars have to have services as well as goods. It just because back when I came in the game, girls weren't trying to do content. They were trying to go out to Hollywood. They wanted to be on the cover of magazines. They wanted to be on the cover of DVDs. Y'all know why? Many of them wanted to boost their escorting or boost what they were getting tipped at the strip club or what have you, period, for that notoriety. Content wasn't even a thought process. They called that fucking for free.
Yeah, yeah.
So, period. Even though it's not fucking for free, no, you fucking to get content so you can make fucking money.
Exactly.
But to them, no, because it wasn't straight cash in their hands.
Exactly.
So yep. Let's go back in the time machine. Let's go back to when you was in the strip club. What got you in the strip club?
I was in college, but I used to make money. It's very like stereotypical. In Pittsburgh, shout out to the Cricket in Pittsburgh. I actually got fired from the Cricket in Pittsburgh. Really bad stripper. I was very like.
Wait a second. The strip club was called Cricket.
It was called the Cricket.
The
Yeah.
Cricket, and you got fired from it.
What?
You got fired from it.
I did. I got fired from the Cricket. I wasn't even like. It's so embarrassing because I wasn't even like misbehaving. Like I wasn't, breaking any rules. I wasn't drunk. I wasn't on drugs. Like I didn't bring any drama.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't walk in heels very well.
Yeah, that's a part of being a stripper. You gotta be able to walk in.
Big part. It's a big part. And I was like, oh, like how much am I gonna really be like walking around? Like you sit, you talk to people, you get up on stage, but like you're either on the floor, you're like holding the pole, so you're not really like like I was like, it's not a big club. Like where the fuck am I walking? But like
the aesthetics. That's what it was.
To like make rounds and like, I would talk. The thing that I think they didn't like is I would just like keep sitting with somebody even if they weren't giving me money because I didn't want to walk around.
Oh, yeah, you had one of them bosses. He was like, nah, she ain't trying to get me no money.
They were like, what is this girl doing? Like, why is she here? She wants to like sit. She should be like tipping the other girls if she just wants to sit here.
Lord have mercy. You should have been the bartender.
Probably, but I was also, I don't think you could. I was only 19, so I don't think I could.
Okay, yeah, you couldn't serve alcohol.
I could have been, I guess, a cocktail waitress, but like they didn't make any money, so.
No, because they ain't shaking their ass and showing nothing. For the most part, if you want to be honest. So shoot. So after you got removed from the Cricket, when did you start to catch your stride in the stripping?
I would say. So after that, I tried this other club in Pittsburgh that I don't do this anymore. That I did until I moved. So I moved from Pittsburgh. I was done with college. I moved to New York. I was like 20 years. I was 20. And when I got to New York, I was like, there's no way. Like, if I got fired from the Cricket in Pittsburgh,
yeah,
there's no way I'm going to be able to cut it in New York as a stripper. Like, I'm not a New York girl. I'm like 20 years old. I don't know my like head from my ass. Like, I just don't know shit about dick, right? And so that's when I started doing camming because I was like, okay, this is like similar thing, but a little, it's like the same type of hustle, but just a different.
Because a lot of people don't realize with camming, you have to talk them in the building. Personality counts in camming. Big time. Not just tits and ass.
But you have to talk more with camming. Like, you have to interact more with camming. You can't just like be like, oh, this guy is getting drunk. Like, I don't have to like pay attention or whatever. You really gotta like, it's just you with camming. Like, yeah, there's people chatting and like maybe somebody will do like cam to cam. But it's mostly just you like trying to just keep it going, and it's so hard to do it when you're in a bad mood because it just, everyone can tell.
Yeah. That's why I tell females that do it all have the best chance of making more money, and less. And to be honest with you, a lot of times it's less headache because it's like when you focus on one thing a lot, especially on the camming side, because sometimes it takes a lot of camming to make money.
Yeah.
That's what people don't realize. You have to be on that cam like 8 hours strong sometimes.
It's like a full-time job, yeah. And like depending on what countries like you want to target, you might have to work different hours, like depending on time zones and stuff like that. Like I would always like get on a little bit earlier because I was like, okay, like people in like the UK or like,
Yeah.
probably winding down right now or whatever. It is a lot of work and you do have to do it for a long time, but you can do it from your house and you only need a computer. So as a recent, student, I was doing that, and then I was just working like a regular job. And would basically, when I wasn't working my job, I was, at home camming because New York is really fucking expensive.
No shit.
So,
Like you dude said, the rent is too damn high. Yeah,
I mean,
I heard about y'all. I heard about NY's rent.
It's so crazy, but like, this was like 2009, and when I think about how much my rent cost then, I'm like, it was like nothing compared to like, I just left last year, and it was just like, I left because I couldn't. I'm like, I can't afford this anymore, and like I have a, like crazy fancy pants job or whatever, and like I couldn't afford to like live by myself.
Oof. So shoot. So with the camera, which means that I'm pretty sure you had a nice selection of toys, or what have you.
Lots of outfits, definitely toys. This wasn't really when they had like the mobile app control.
Yeah.
Like that's like new to me. Like I said, this was like early 2010s, so that didn't
really... Yeah, this when actually webcamming was actually at its most lucrative, in my opinion, because it wasn't a lot of girls webcamming, period, and that it is quickly became the trend because alternative for girls getting into porn. Honestly.
Yes, this was also like right after Suicide Girls was a really big thing.
Yeah.
It was like the tail end of that, and so I kind of rode that a little bit too. Because I was like, well, I'm not going to be a suicide girl because I'm just not like, I'm just not. So how can I parlay that trend into like something else? Like, how can I like write? I guess because before that, like, there really wasn't.
And see, too, also, this is around the time where thick women started to get hot. Being thick got hot.
Yeah, we went from Paris Hilton to Kim Kardashian. It was that shift.
Yeah, period. Because when I tell anybody, I said BBWs and thick women was the money makers in the industry. Don't let it fool you. They were killing it because men wanted to see real women even back then. Period.
Yeah, they still make like a lot of money. It's wild to me. I love, like, I really want to be on, I was talking to Mars about this. I was like, I want to be on the Thickness Protection Program podcast, but I don't big enough.
Oh, no, just hit my man Palms up. He will
like,
gladly tell him that I sent you. When you hit him up in the DM, tell him that I sent you.
Okay.
And he gonna see the tweet that I sent when after I do an interview with someone where I thanks them. So, period. Me and him, cause some of the ladies that he interviewed, I end up hitting. Period. That's my brother. Shouts out to Palms. Y'all go check out the Thickness Protection Project. Another great motherfucking podcast other than mine. Yes, I would definitely always pump his shit.
I just want to chat with him. Like, I'm like, he's such a, like, he just seems like he's fun to like chat with, and really fun.
So shoot, you said you stopped for a minute, then you got back in. So when did porn become a part of the equation?
Just this year, honestly. I kind of was focusing on other things. I was like, I went back to school. I, was starting my tech career, doing other stuff. And then this year I was kind of like, I feel like I said, I'm 35. I don't have kids. I'm single. I've never been married. I don't have, I know I'm not going to be president of the United States. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a civil servant in any capacity. I'm not in the military. Like, I have no I have no reason not to, and I wanted to see. This is gonna piss a lot of people off. I wanted to see if I could do it. That's gonna piss a lot of people off because that sounds like, oh, I want to see if I can like ride a bike, or you know what I mean. I'm learning.
But see, it's a difference between you. Okay, put it this way: you're moving as if you're taking the business serious, versus
Yeah,
somebody that's doing
yeah,
it as a content trade bullshit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's a difference
yeah.
because for who you shooting with, who you working with, period. You're shooting professionally.
I'm putting a lot of work into it. Like I will say, I didn't think it would be easy, right? Like I understand this is like basically a huge social media job right now. Like it's just hard, especially if you're doing porn because they all censor everything and you have to find
Yeah,
creative ways to like you really have to be creative and you really have to be willing to like put the time and energy and money into it. That's the other part people don't get is like you can't just start with nothing. Like you need another
yeah, yeah. You have to.
because you have to pay for like you pay to get your nails, like especially women, like you have to pay for a lot of stuff and like unless you live in a place like Vegas or LA or Florida or I mean maybe New York, but I wouldn't even say New York, like you might not have anyone around you that you want to work with. Like
Hmm.
I lived in DC and I was like, oh, there's gonna be tons of people in DC. And it's just like nothing against lifestyle people, but it's just a lot of lifestyle people. And I know some like people like transition into porn.
Hmm.
Like Mars is like an example of someone who did that. And
I always say, swinging is the gateway drug to porn. That and rapping.
yeah, that sounds about right. But like some lifestyle people don't go into porn and some like a lot of lifestyle people don't assume the responsibility that comes with having sex with a lot of different people. And that's kind of when you get into a situation where like the only people I have sex now are the only people I have sex now. So clearly I'm stoned. The only people I have sex with now are people I work with.
Yeah,
Like
because even with me retired, I kind of move like I'm still in the industry.
yeah, like I don't want to I feel like this is safer. This is the safest sex I've ever had in my life. I'm getting tested
I ain't gonna lie, I'm single. If I had my choice who I would date somebody in the industry, just because I know they're gonna be clean.
yeah, like and like if you're if you have an ounce of respect for any of the people you're working with and for yourself, like if something comes up, you tell like it's work, like it's not I don't know, I feel like it's just so nice to be in an environment where like people can talk about like sex and bodies and like this stuff that we're maybe not really taught how to talk about,
Yeah,
and it's just like normal and okay and accepted. And I feel like there's all kinds of stuff that I feel like people do in porn that maybe like they're obviously okay with it because like most people show their face.
hmm,
Don't get me started on that, by the way. I have a whole rant about, I'm not going to get into it, but most people show their face, so they're not like ashamed, but you might not necessarily be as open about it in real life, or you may have never even tried it if it wasn't for porn, like I think that's a big thing for a lot of
yeah.
people.
It's called the grace of discovery. We get that because part of the job is to be for women the nastiest slut ever
Yeah,
because that's what sells. They want to see sloppy, freaky sex. We have to do all the positions. We have to do some shit that, trust and believe, we probably be sore after it's all said and done. While the rest of y'all motherfuckers, y'all get to go to sleep. We got another scene we got to do, goddamn.
yeah, like I don't know, it's just like, and I feel like here's the thing that bothers me in porn. I've been like thinking a lot about so I do interracial porn primarily. And I do interracial porn. Sorry, my cat's right here, so you might hear her.
I got one too, Zazzy's and he.
So I I do interracial porn, and I do interracial porn because that is how I date and have sex in my normal life. Like, I don't date white men. I'm not attracted to white men.
I don't get to keep it 100, and not. I know people gonna say this is just stereotypical, but you built for a brother. Let's you built for a brother. You ain't a white woman I would date.
Thank you. No, I know what you mean by that. I'm like,
yeah, you want thickness. I like thickness.
Yeah, no.
So that's even more sexual for me. So it's like there's 2 check marks right there. But go ahead.
Thank you.
I mean, see.
Appreciate it. But yeah, there's just a lot of like, I would say the thing that I don't know. I kind of like, I wasn't sure how to like. I was like, I know this is what I'm gonna do because like I'm not changing.
Yeah.
That
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a good actress, so like pretending to be attracted to somebody is like not something that is very for me to do. So I was like, okay, this is my angle. So I kind of was like, but what do I want to do with it, and I kind of was like, I like discovered the like Queen of Spades thing and the hot wife thing, and I was kind of like, maybe the Queen of Spades thing I can try, but like I wasn't very good at it. Because
but Queen of Spades, if you into BDSM, then it's in the wheelhouse.
Yes, but I'm not really a big like kink, like in terms of I guess BDSM. I'm pretty kink friendly, but like I'm not into BDSM. Like I can't take it seriously.
But in that case, then what you would be, so people can understand the difference between a BBC slut and Queen of Spades. Because no, girl, that term is used. A BBC slut is a woman that don't mind being slutted out or being a slut for black men. Queen of Spades is she surrenders, she's submissive to black men. The reason why they got that tattoo is because it's a form of a BDSM slave. It's ownership, collared, period. She worships black men. Like my man Thor, he's the king of spades. He worships black women. Even though he didn't work with white women too, but he submits and worships black women. But the point being is, which I find it funny when I hear black people get mad about, Queen of Spades. I'm like, so you mad because they like they like us, they worship us, they consider us kings and queens?
I think so. Some of the criticism
I don't get the argument. Go ahead.
I think a lot of the problem I had with it was the part that makes you money.
Yeah.
At least now is cuckolding. Like you're essentially cucking like white men.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
I don't want to talk to them. Like I'm like, I'm not here to give you pleasure. I don't want to like leave me alone. Give me money and then leave me alone. Like I'm not gonna do the thing.
The thing is you're good because you do interracial. Interracial is king. And I always tell any female coming for 15 years, do what only you naturally do in your real world sexually. Because part of this is being fucking comfortable.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the first time I filmed with like a videographer.
Yeah.
Was with I worked with Alfonso Lays, who and
shouts out to my brother. My brother, love you, nigga.
So sweet, so professional, such a treat, like just totally chill, great time. And I had a woman, I cannot remember her name. His like partner with Pornbread. I can't remember her name.
I can't think of her name either. Unless it's Salacious Perception.
No. But she was filming, and it's like you have somebody with a camera like in your like basically like right up in your pussy, like right there, and they're trying to get all the angles and like there's stuff that like they're thinking that you're not thinking, and like it is awkward. Like it is.
No, because that's why I said the guy has to be the engineer in the scene. He has to put you in position for you to look your best. He has to guide you. And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of male times do not know how to guide the woman. They don't. Period. Because for one, we also dictate when a lot of times we dictate what positions get changed, the transitions, and all that stuff. So where Alfonso lays, he knows how to do that because of course he's a professional.
Yep.
But some of you content creators, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all damn doing. Y'all just fucking. Y'all not fucking to make money. Y'all just fucking for a nut.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people are fucking for a nut. And like a lot of people also will like they will kind of like go in and out of it a little bit. Like, they'll like be thinking about like the camera and everything, and then they kind of will like get lost in the pussy and just kind of like you know.
But that didn't happen before. I didn't kick the camera, headbutt the camera because I forgot it was there. We were going at it.
Exactly. And like sometimes that's its own niche, right? Like there are people that want to see just like the real kind of like not really hidden camera, but that's kind of what it reminds me
Yeah.
of. Stationary camera and you're like just watching people fuck. So I mean, shout out to the people that I guess do that well, but that feels like it's like kind of like walking like the lifestyle line a little bit. But at the same time, you said like you got to do what's comfortable, so that's why you have lifestyle people that
Yeah.
also learn.
But see, the thing is also how far you want to go in the industry. Period. How far up you want to go in the industry. Because see, I think that's very important for any girl to think about when she walks in. Because now it gives you a blueprint of what you want to do. If you want to try to shoot with the major companies, it's a certain way you have to film to attract them. Period.
Yep.
Because even to the point, like you were saying with Suicide Girls, the picture they want you to send in is probably professional looking half the damn time. I already know what the Suicide Girl, what you got to do to get in it. Because I done talked to enough of them that done did it, tried it, and probably and been accepted. Period. They want to see you what you can do as a model because it's kind of to give them an image of what you would look like on their camera. Period.
Yeah. And like it's just so funny because like it's not even like you want to be, at least back then, like it's not like you wanted to be a suicide girl. It's like you wanted the opportunities that come with that exposure.
Yeah.
They didn't pay anything. It was like I feel like it was like $100 or something per like that they just you would what you would do is you would submit videos or photo sets and they would just decide if they wanted it or not, and if they did they give you $100.
Yeah. That's it. But being on there meant something. It opened you up
A lot
other modeling gigs, other, stuff like that. So that's why I even tell girls to this day, when you do your shoots, do pretty girl pictures also. You don't know what them pictures might attract you. And make sure that some of them pretty girl pictures is safe for work.
Yeah.
Period. Because at the end of the day, you got to be able to navigate because you need forget Twitter because we already know what Twitter doing. You need your Instagram. You need your TikToks. You know what I'm saying? You need the regular social media that's clean.
Yeah. No, Twitter is for the biggest mistake I made is when I started, I focused on Twitter. I was like, I'm coming into it. I have no audience I'm bringing in from somewhere else. I'm not I'm not in another space moving into this space. I'm like nobody. So I started a Twitter and I was like, I have to grow my Twitter. Like that's the thing that's important. And so I like worked really hard on that, put like so much time into it. And then realized that that's not how you get fans. That's how you like connect with other people in the industry and like network, and like that's how you interact with your colleagues basically. So it was great for like shoots and like being able to make content, and like that's why I feel like I've like kind of hit the ground running a little bit, because I was on like Twitter talking to people like right quick, and one of the first people I worked with was Dirk Diggler, who he's awesome, such a sweetheart, is really great about working with new people, and just like taught me so much stuff. I didn't know what a 2257 was, like I didn't know any of this shit, and he just like explained it all to me. It was so sweet, made me feel like very comfortable, very safe. And I'm like so thankful I like had that really good first experience. But I was able to like, you know, like talk with other creators and like schedule things and like kind of figure out like what was legit and what was not, and like who's just trying to fuck, and like why are all these guys taking videos of them jerking off in their like messy bedroom, like you know what I mean, like you see that shit and you're just like, what the fuck.
But that what I said is the difference between someone taking it serious and someone just doing it just to show off, and they
Yeah,
just so happen to make a paycheck off of it. It's a
yeah,
difference.
or they're just like trying to make quick money.
Yeah, and then them the ones that be in and out,
Yeah,
guys
for,
and girls. Trust and believe. You know, the guys stay a little bit longer because after a while they have to smarten up if they want to continue and
right.
elevate. Because at some point they're gonna want to fuck with women like yourself who deal with professionals. You know, period. And speaking about that, how did you sit back and think about the fact that because you've been doing this what content wise, filming porn for a year,
No, only 3 months.
3 months.
I'm like brand new.
So Dirk Diggler, Alfonso, all this is in 3 months.
3 months.
Do
No,
you realize that did you take a step back and think you done shot with legends in the game within 3 months? Some girls ain't even got that on their resume and been in it 3 years.
I feel like I've been in it for years. Honestly, I feel like honestly, you putting that into perspective makes me realize like, oh, I've been like working very hard at this. Like I'm putting a
You
lot.
had a strong 3 months, baby.
What was that?
You had a strong 3 months.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, I was like, I want to know if I can do this. And the only way I'm going to know is if I put as much energy as I try my best, right? Because then you don't really know. You don't know if, you know, maybe you just didn't try hard enough or something, you know? But this way I know that I'm like trying my best, putting my all into it, and I'm going to see what happens. So, and so far it's been good. Like,
I see, because you saying 3 months. I thought you were going to say, I know it won't 3 years, but I thought you were going to say a year. I'm like, damn, 3 months.
that's so funny. Oh, wow. I'm so flattered.
I mean, no, seriously, because it was like, because one, Alfonso, he's award winning. And I
Yeah,
know how particular he is of who the fuck he will shoot with.
I couldn't believe he messaged me. I was like, so he's like kind of local. He's in Virginia. He's like in
Yeah.
like Norfolk area, like near Richmond. So he's like semi-local, and I honestly like, even though I'm in DC, I don't think I've ever, he's the closest I've ever shot with. Like I haven't shot with anyone from here. I'm like always, I'm just deciding to travel just cuz like the people I want to work with are in other
Yeah,
places.
because even with me in North Carolina, I had to bring people to me. Because one, I didn't want to travel because I had a cameraman. So what's the point? So I used to bring them to me. And trust me, I shot with content wise. Well, no. Actually, more content wise, I done shot with more people out of state than I did in state. And the only paid gigs we did was the ones that he wanted to do. But the girls he used sometimes wasn't the same quality as mine. You know, mine was trying to break into the industry. Them they just want quick paycheck real quick. Don't
Yeah.
get twisted. They were some bankers, but you know, we weren't much we could do with them.
Yeah.
True.
No, you know, it takes all different kinds, honestly. Um yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. I also think that traveling, like if you're able to travel to like Florida or LA or Vegas, and I feel like everyone's like kind of near one of those, you can
Yeah.
get a lot done in a short amount of time and not have to film anything for
And to
like,
keep it 100, you a thick tattooed white girl that's new on the scene. Yeah, they're gonna hit you up quick if they know you coming to their town. To keep it 100, because once again, interracial is king. You know, period. You're gonna have one, you like brothers, so that makes it easy. But even more so, you know, interracial makes money. It's the top seller in porn. I don't give a damn. You can say BDSM. Y'all can say girl. No, fucker. Interracial.
I mean,
People pay for that shit.
And Adam 22 really helped bring that into the mainstream recently, and I feel like everyone is benefiting from it.
They proved the point.
Yeah.
Because if it was a white dude, it wouldn't have made no news.
No, because she's done that.
Yeah.
A million times. That's what like.
Trust me, it would have been it would have been a peep from nobody. It because it was a big black dude who was well known.
Yeah.
And trust me,
I would love to work with more like I love black men. I love black men, but I would love to work with more. I would love to do more interracial stuff with non-black men of color. I think that would be really fun. But there can't. I guess I haven't really looked that hard, but it doesn't seem to be that common. Like I can't. There's not like a lot of people.
Yeah, because what's crazy is this interracial that makes money is white woman with black man. Even though you have Hispanic with white, you can have Asian with white. But it seems like that what the public want to see. But then again, a lot of people don't shoot that. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm definitely I would love to shoot with more Latino men. I think that would be really fun.
But see, the thing of it is because I also tell females, your Twitter feed can also be a detriment to you because if they look and they see nothing but brothers, they would think you won't shoot with them.
Yeah,
They got balls like me that still hit your ass up. I can see you ain't shot now, black brother.
I email I message.
I hit you up anyway.
I like message. I was messaging like Gibby like my like third week on Twitter. I was like just like I don't like because like what are they gonna do? Just ignore me? Like I'm in the same position I'm in now. If like what's the harm?
They business, they damn sure would shoot. Cause I know if you message me, I've been like, we need to get North Carolina, bro. Have you seen them?
I was surprised about like who responded and then also who reached out to me. Like Alfonso, like he reached out to me and I was like I had like a couple other people message me. I had I don't want to say his name, but he messaged me like right before he like got really big. And I was like, fuck, I missed my chance.
You might not meet your chance because, like I said, like if you happen to attend any of the content parties, content events and stuff like that, where that person might be at, you might have your chance. You feel me? Because sometimes
I think he's going to be at Exotica, New Jersey, and I might
y'all might end up Satan. You may not be able to hook up with him at Exotica, but you might get sell some after Exotica. You might bump into him if you go to any of the content houses.
It's all not, it's just all about networking.
So we about to have a little fun, and we about to get to y'all favorite spot, because I see this is gonna be a nice long one today. So, all right, you've been in it 3 months. So, as we know, the way porn is now, they want more. They just don't want the vanilla just fucking it, this, that, and the third. So, my question is this: do you do anal?
Yeah, I will. I haven't done it on camera yet. Mm-hmm. I would like to. I just haven't found. First of all, not all guys want to do it. Like I've asked some guys and they've said no, which is surprising. But everyone's different.
Mm-hmm. Do you do your normal sex life?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Sex life, like yes. But honestly, like some of these dudes' dicks are just like
you in porn.
I know. And it's like, okay, so here's the other thing. You see, like, you like I at least I do my homework. I look up like I'll watch, people's content or ask them if they want to swap like, mm-hmm. subscription links or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at Twitter, I'm looking at social media. So I know what these guys look like. Everyone's dick always looks bigger in person. Every dick always looks bigger.
I heard somebody tell me that. She was like, the pictures don't do it justice.
Like, I think it was Mars. I was like, damn. I was like, you have a fat dick. And he's like, you've seen it. Like, you know what it looks like. And I'm like, listen.
Coming from a photographer like my man Rock Bundy, shouts out to my nigga Rock Bundy. I've I've seen what his shit look like in person and on camera, right? Yeah, I'm like, damn, dude, you built like a Foster beer can. Jesus. I filmed him with my girl submissive Tina. I swear I had to give her a lot of aftercare. A lot of aftercare. A lot.
You know?
And she wrote it.
Bless her heart. That's crazy.
That's why we say there's porn dick and there's boyfriend dick. It's two different type dicks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, no, the last boyfriend I had did not have a big penis. And he was great. Like, I still loved the sex. The sex is amazing. So size, I would say size doesn't matter in the world, but it's like
It
really
does. I had a conversation with a girl. It was a back and forth on Twitter, somewhat of a heated discussion. And you know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, which they still do to this day, from talking to many of the guys that are still submitting their shit to companies to get work, they have to submit a dick pic. One of the things they have to submit is a hard, erect dick pic. Simple as that. She was like, ooh, that is sexual harassment. That's sexual assault. No, it's not. It's called, do you want to get a paid gig? Do you want to get nominated for the AVNs? Do you want to work with some of these brazzers and these blacks? They don't want a 6-inch motherfucker. They want him to be 9 or goddamn better.
Yeah.
And please, for any of you content creators, go ahead and film with a 7-inch dick. They ain't fit. See how you get ragged by your fans. And how many DMs you get a dude talking about, damn, you couldn't have got a bigger dick?
Brutal. That male porn fans, the amount of comments I've gotten about he didn't fuck you good enough, or I'm just like, what are you looking at? Are you looking at me? Are you looking at I'm like, what are we doing? You know, it's just it's that was something that was very surprising, is like how much shit
how much
creators get.
Yeah, when you watch your porn, dudes pay attention to dick size.
They do. They do. Because it's like, if I don't know what the mentality, obviously not a guy, I don't know what the mentality is, but it feels like it's something like, if I can't watch somebody fuck someone better than I think I can, I don't want to watch it. And every guy's ego is always bigger than every guy thinks he's better at sex than he actually is. Yeah. So it's, you think you're,
so the biggest ego, but the most fragile ego.
Yeah. So it's hilarious, I think.
Yeah, she talking about some. He ain't got you. You ain't got to show your dick for me to film with you. Boo, you a goddamn liar. If he walked in there with a 5-inch, you would not fuck him on camera. Nor would you fuck him person.
I would not. I would not fuck a guy with a 5-inch dick on camera, and I wouldn't fuck him for no reason. You know what I mean? Again, my ex did not have a big penis, but it's like you have all these.
He want a 5 though. He want a 5.
No,
probably was a good 7.
I don't know.
That'd have been an 8.
I need to look at a ruler, honestly.
Yeah, because they said the average man is 6.5.
Yeah, that's
period. So that means if you 5, you below average.
8 sometimes people hear 8 and they're like, that's not big, but 8 is bigger than you think it is.
Yeah, because I'm 9.5 curves, but it's my width that gets you.
Yeah,
curves, so I get to scrape,
the curve,
G spot. I get to hit the G spot as I stroke.
Love a curved dick. I will say my favorite thing about porn has been the amount of curved dick I've gotten. That's the other thing. Okay. I always say, people are like, oh, if you could make an app, what kind of app would you make? And my dream app is, I would love to be able to pay $1 and see a picture of anyone's dick. That's what I want. I just want to know what it looks like. And with porn, you know what it looks like.
Yeah, I got a girl at work that seen one of my porn, see some of my porn, right? And she'll sit there and say, quick, goddamn. There go Mr. Fat Dick over there. Right. Everybody at work know I do porn, so did porn one time and they done seen it. So it's
That's
healthcare work.
amazing. Yeah, I mean, if everyone's cool with it, that's wonderful. I think that's hilarious.
So I'm gonna ask you this. Are you interested or have done, I don't know, but are you interested in possibly adding gangbang to your repertoire?
I would love to. I feel like I've been screaming for a gangbang for like ever, and nobody's listening to me. I would love to do a gangbang. Gangbangs are harder to organize than you would
Yeah.
think. It's just a lot of people, like everybody's different. Not every guy wants to do a gangbang. It's something you kind of have to think about, like if I'm horny and I'm thinking about how I want to plan a gangbang, like first of all, I can never schedule shoots when I'm horny because I'm like, yeah, I could do 5 shoots in a day. Like I could do like 2 or 3, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, you can't, you're just horny. So like you might be like, oh, I want to do a gangbang with like 8 guys. Blah, blah, blah. It's like 8 guys is a lot of guys.
Yes, it is actually. Yes, it is. And the difficulty of filming it is even more. Period. But I mean, there's producers that you can get to for that.
Exactly.
Tadpole, shouts out to Tadpole, shouts out to Team VP. When they do their content houses, you know what I'm saying? Ladies can put in their bid for a game bang, ain't no problem. And he got the guys that will be down for doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the easiest way I feel like to do it is through a production company, or a lifestyle type thing, which I'm not.
So you might get your ain't. So you might find some guys that gonna wouldn't mind getting your ass neither.
Anyone in is going to be in Vegas, early to mid September. I'm going to be there for 2 weeks. I would love to do a gangbang in Vegas. I feel like there's enough people there that like I could figure it out and make it work. I would love to do a gangbang. I love penises. So I'm like, this is great. But if like, yeah, the guys just have to like be into it. And you also have to be realistic about it. Like,
yeah.
I'm one person. I have 3 holes. Like, what am I gonna do with 8 dicks,
Mm.
Gotta bring a friend sometimes. You gotta call the
I mean, because even when they film the gangbang, depending on the size of the guy, the size of the gangbang, they do have buff girls there, so them guys can stay hard. So when they walk on set, they hard.
Exactly.
Period. And shoot, there's a couple of motherfuckers I can put you in touch with for that gangbang. Shouts out to my girl, goddamn Naughty JoJo. I just did an interview with her because she actually set up gangbangs for ladies and them. So, and she films it. So I'm like, it's there to do. So with that, people, you know what time of the show it is. It's that time of the show where the pussies go dry and my dicks go limp. They talk about my business. So this is the time of the show where it gets unsexy. We're talking about the business.
Yeah.
Even more of it. So with that being said, um, with webcamming is one thing because it's work behind it. What was your thought process when it came to the work behind shooting content and putting it out? Because it's a different beast than webcam.
It is. And like honestly, I'm gonna be real. When I first started, I wasn't thinking about how I looked. Like I wasn't thinking about the stuff you should be thinking about. Like I feel like one of the first people I worked with told me, I can't remember, it wasn't anyone professional. It was like a lifestyle person, I think. And they pointed out that I didn't make a lot of eye contact with the camera. And it's like, well, I'm just having sex and I'm filming it. Like I'm not thinking about it like that. So I feel like when I first started, I didn't have a thought process and I was just like pressing record. Now I try to I really like doing silly, funny, like themed stuff. Um, I recently, like, okay, I filmed with Stacks. I filmed like a Halloween scene, and it was like a like little horror movie porn thing, and it was so fun. And so like okay, I just tweeted before I got on camera with you. I was like, who wants to film a scene where you pretend to be a Mormon missionary and I seduce you when you like come knocking on my door?
See, but see, that's what I'm saying. Storytelling. We have to get back to that because that when porn was at its best. You had sex with a story.
I think it's fun. I love it. I think it's so fucking fun. I mean, I had one guy tweet back at me. He was like, I don't know how many like Black Mormons there are, but like I could pretend to be a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh no, I would have played the Mormon shit. I would have did the research on the Mormon shit and everything. I'm walking in with my little white shirt with the black tie. Excuse me, ma'am. Have you taken Jesus in as your savior? I be hitting it from the back, slapping you with a Bible on the ass.
The little
with a Mormon with a Bible on the ass, like, take it.
Oh my god, I think it would be funny.
Yeah. One of my favorite scenes, this girl, Celeste, God, I can't think of her name. Celeste Sins, that's her name, but I don't know if she's still in the game. She did a blasphemy scene where she was a nun and she supposed to be getting exorcism by the priest. And part of the exorcism was him, you know, like she was tied up. He was using the Hitachi, and then he fucked the brakes off of her. You know, period. Them the type of things I like to do.
I mean, Catholicism's pretty kinky if you like really think about it. I love that. Yeah, I think that stuff is so much fun. Gibby the Clown, I think, is hilarious. So much fun. Like just any kind of like gonzo, like goofy, lighthearted, like that's the kind of stuff I really like.
Yeah, like a scene I would have loved it done with you was I already know I would have done this because she just her look. Me and her playing two cops. We supposed to be on the stakeout, watching the drug bust. We ended up fucking and missed the whole drug bust, and they done got away. A guy can see you like dressed up as a cop with the thing around your neck, where you got the short hair, and then you just sitting there. I'm sitting there watching. You just start rubbing my shoulders and shit.
Oh my god!
Like, we can't take a break if we want to. And
I love that. Can I steal that idea?
Please steal it, because I can't use it right now. Period. Called it steak out. I was going because I had a girl in mind. Me and her were already talking about it. And I already found a place for the cop badges and everything. It never came to fruition. Period. I told you, you talking to an evil genius here. I used to come up with some and this shit where she was my boss and I was a construction worker, and she told me if I wanted to keep my job, I need to fuck her. I did one where a female was the president. I'm Secret Service, and she said, I don't feel I'm appreciated by the country. And I need you to do your country service and appreciate me. I'm like, what you mean, President? Madam President, I need you to service me. Teach you my Secret Service.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it won't no skit, all improv. Because I want you to act it out how you would as you. Yeah, well, I'm gonna give you a skit when you're a woman. You kind of already know how to do somebody, or this, that, and third. Or I go off of part of the reason why I got to know the ladies was if I see that she's an alpha type, aggressive woman, okay, I can make her a boss. I can make her this. If she's shy, she's a subordinate in it. You know what I'm saying? To get the best out of them or what have you. I done one where I hypnotized a girl, so and that shit got and they took that down off the clips for sale. I was mad as hell.
Oh my god.
Luckily for me, it was clipped up. They only took part one off where I hypnotized her. So
They took the hit. Was it because you
the part where I hypnotized the
was
other
it
two.
a consent issue, or why did
No,
they?
it wasn't a consent issue. She in the scene she said she was there to be hypnotized to quit smoking.
Okay.
And no, the whole purpose it was a consent, not consent. That's what it was.
Oh yeah,
She
that's
was there to
it's
be no, but she was there to be hypnotized to quit smoking.
yeah.
I hypnotized and fucked it. At the end of it, she said, well, "Damn, why I'm naked and got none on my face?" No, you're good. You're healed. I enjoyed you. I have to go because I got another client to take care. I grab my clothes and run out. And she be like, "Damn, my pussy wet and why I want a cigarette?"
Ah!
That like a little quirky, funny twist at the end to give them something. And I used to get complimented on that by fans because people don't realize if you think the fans don't pay attention or just fast forward through, because that's the biggest misconception. They think these are new misconceptions that they think that we just gonna fast forward the skit and go straight to the scene. No, sometimes we're gonna watch the skit just for us to be curious.
It's
You know?
also the other thing people do is like, even if they do fast forward, they if your scene is like 20 minutes long,
Yeah.
and someone jerks off in 3 minutes, they might watch a different part of that scene the next time they jerk off. So like they're jerking off to the same video maybe like 5 times or something because
Yeah.
that's how people watch
At
porn.
some point, they're
Really,
going to watch the full scene. Yeah.
like,
You're gonna
you
watch
don't
the
need
scene.
these hour-long like. I mean, I guess maybe some people want that, but it's not a podcast, Like it doesn't have to be an
No,
hour.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why people with proves you wrong every time. Pornhub. Do you think the motherfuckers watch the short videos or the long videos? The long videos get just as much views as the fucking short ones. So
Yeah.
that let you know. They'll sit there and watch a whole video of Sarah J just as quick as they watch the trailer.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I think like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe people do want the story. Wow, you're right.
Yeah. Period. Because if people didn't, because think about DVDs, period. And like I said, even if they fast forward through it, at some point they sit back and watch the whole thing, period.
Yeah.
Because people want to start with their sex. Because right now, especially in this day and age, becoming a microwave era, and all you getting is straight fucking anyway half the damn time. So they kind of getting bored with it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see more motherfuckers trying to put a story in it. It's just some of y'all execution is terrible, but I digress on that.
Not everyone's gonna be good at everything right away, right? Like, I'm sure in a year I'm gonna look at the content I put out now and be like, oh my god, I can't believe like I did that.
See, the difference is oh, I had to get that out of my mouth. You're working with professionals. That's going to rub off on you because you can't sit and tell me on the
So,
first you shoot a certain. Like put it this way, you learned something from shooting with Alfonso Lays. You learned something from shooting with Mars. You learned something from shooting with this person and that person, and it also molds you because if all you shoot with is content creators, you're going to shoot like a content creator. But when you start shooting with professionals, you're going to start liking the attention that you're getting from them videos and how you look in them videos. And trust and believe, once I got a cameraman, I hated shooting with a POV. I did it just to have a change of. I did it for them to have a variety of different type videos on their site.
yeah, POV is like, you gotta have some POV.
Yeah, but having a cameraman, y'all just don't know how beautiful it is to have a cameraman at your disposal.
Think about fucking. Just think about fucking. It's really nice. That's another reason I'm excited to go to Vegas is because like there's gonna be enough people that I know there where like other people could like we can film for each other. Like I'm rooming with someone for like time I'm there. I don't know if you know Two Tone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm rooming with him and like we're down to film for each other, like no problem.
Yeah. Because it gives the scene a different feel.
Yeah.
Different energy.
To edit too. Like it's
Yeah.
it's better. It's just better.
Yeah, because I'm sorry. I that's the reason why I didn't travel, people. It, I need a cameraman.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I didn't feel like going all the way to New York just to shoot a goddamn bunch of POVs. Fuck no.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I give a fuck about my quality.
Yeah, I wish I had a kid. That's the only time I'm like, I wish I had a white cuck husband, is because like some of them are really good cameramen.
They get in there like, and
they
they know exactly how to shoot it too.
It's a passion. You can see the passion.
My God, yes. Go. No, slow it down. Slow it down. Not too fast.
The edits. What's his face? The I don't know his fucking name. The petite professor's husband is like, yeah. His edits are fucking beautiful art. It's really
See what I mean, people? I told you it makes a huge difference when you have that cameraman. I don't care what nobody say. It makes you. It even when you walk in on set, it makes you take it more serious.
Yeah.
It makes you take it more serious.
Yeah. It makes you just you act more professional.
Yeah.
Because you're like, this person's gonna be staring at my butthole. Like I should.
Yeah, because I'm sorry. It's funny. Like even when girls walked in versus the first day. The first day we got together and worked that Friday. POV. I have my studio lights and shit. But when Saturday hit and my boy from Rocky Mount walked in there and she saw he pulls out that big ass goddamn fucking cannon, we talked about at the time $1,400. Now the cannon, now the modern version of that is probably about 2,000-3,000 now. But yeah, big boy, heavy. He pulled that out and then them lights, and he pulled out that Canon picture for the photos. That back perker. Oh shit.
You're a star, baby. Turn it on.
That's when the girls used to ask, especially the ones that worry about being found out or something. Is anybody in my town gonna find out that I'm doing? They won't answer that shit. We need the POV. That they saw it was serious. Nah. Like, what the fuck you think we filming your ass for? I'm not filming just to fuck you, woman. I can give two shit about fucking you. I'm trying to make money fucking you. It's a difference. Like, I'm gonna ask you this then. How often do you orgasm on set?
Odd seed?
On scene, yeah.
That's a really good question. It depends. I would say like 50% of the time I do. It's harder. It depends. It honestly depends on the guy's dick and like what he wants to do. Like everybody's different. Everyone's body is different. Different people like different stuff. I really like oral sex. I love 69ing. Like in like my normal life, that's how.
You know something? I like you.
Oh, thank you.
Because I'm sorry, that's one of my favorite positions. Actually, this is one of my favorite positions to actually film. With me at the bottom and her on top.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like it's hard to. I haven't figured out a good way to film it in a way that I think looks good, because I feel like I always look. And I mean, I don't know, maybe this is good, maybe people like this. I always look like the sloppiest mess.
No, that what we want. No. The purpose of is 69 in the scene, so people can understand this. Me eating her pussy is making her more turned on, which in turn intensifies the blowjob, period. Now, how you shoot it is straight on and up close on her. That's what you want, period. If you a cameraman now, you have a cameraman at some point, you want him to go back there and catch dude eating the pussy for a second. Okay. But you want that straight on to where she sees it, where you see her, period. So you can see how much that dick that she taking, how much of that spit is dripping down the balls and the whole nine, period. And if he's a smart dude, at some point, she takes her hands away, keep it in the mouth, open up, and he fucks it in the mouth. Up pumps in the mouth, see?
I hope everyone I ever work with in the future is listening to this right now.
See, as you can hear, people, I was a damn fucking good male talent. Go check my shit out.
I did look you up before this, and I did listen to the podcast. I was like, I'm not going to agree to do something if like.
Yeah, because see, like I tell anybody, I just didn't talk about this. I was doing it for 15 years as male talent, and I didn't help girls get nominated for some of these awards that these motherfuckers are winning now. You know, period. And they only shot with me, nobody major. So I made girls money as being a male talent. So I can see and say that I am a certified guy. That's like, trust and believe, if I ever came back out the game, if I ever came back in the game, some of y'all motherfuckers glad I'm retired. I'll make it hard for y'all. I'll make it hard for y'all. Motherfuckers that hate me in that damn content house, they be like, that nigga can fuck all day. His shit looks. I'm like, I'm on, trust me, because I used to watch Richard Mann. Richard Mann's one of my heart. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got him, Wesley Snipes, you know, Wesley Pipes.
Yeah, Pipes.
I can go back in the day. Shawn Michaels, Junior St. Jocks, excuse me. Them cats, you know, period. Because that's what I patterned my shit off of. And then when I came in the game, that's who I looked up to. You know, period. Prince Joshua. Prince Joshua is a GOAT. I'm sorry, some of the shit he do on camera.
Yes, he is.
I ain't never seen a nigga sit there and motherfucking like literally hit the doggy style while she's standing. He doing a handstand while hitting it.
That's crazy.
I see why he wearing combat. I see why he wearing boots during the scene and knee pads.
Oh my god.
She ain't come to play. But yeah, but I mean, to me, just like with me, I feel that male talent should be able to do a role play scene. Like, trust me, I wear a suit if necessary. That's just how it is. She want me to wear a flower shirt and pretend to be Prince. I even suggested to a girl, I said, we could do a scene where I'm gay and and you tell me, no, I'm gonna fuck you. I'm like, girl, I do not like pussy.
Oh my god.
The whole time I'm fucking him like, this ain't too bad.
Oh my god. That's like wild. I wonder if anyone's ever done that.
No, they haven't. Because ain't no man had the balls to even try to pretend to be that. Okay.
That's a good point. That's especially in porn. Yeah, people really don't.
I don't know, race play scenes, rape play scenes, age play scenes, all that. Because to me, I consider myself an actor. How in the hell can I limit myself as an actor? I don't give a fuck if it was porn. You know what I'm saying? As long as she ain't sticking nothing in my ass, we good.
You know,
She stick a tongue in it though.
Everyone has their line. Everyone's line's different.
Yeah. No, because see, it's to me, I always look at it as this is the opportunity for us to be anybody we want to be. And also, I know everybody wanted to be a movie actor at some point in their life. This is your opportunity to do that shit. This is the opportunity to take advantage of make a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, period. Or, you know, shit, be creative, what have you. People don't take advantage of it like they should.
Yeah. I think it's so much fun. I love I don't know. I just love doing like funny stuff. I love like I've never wanted to be an actor. I don't think but I love performing. Like I love making people laugh. But I just don't love I don't know. I don't love like the spotlight, but I like performing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's kind of like with me, I have social anxiety, but yeah, I was a rapper at one time.
Yeah.
Man.
A lot of musicians are like that though.
Yeah, you know, period. So it's like that's what subspace is for. You know, we hit it in porn, if you want to be honest. That's the reason why we end up hitting the camera, because we forget that it's there.
Yeah, that's a really
good point. But no, but more is the reason why sometimes a lady don't orgasm, because she's so focused on working the camera that she's not thinking about coming. You know, that's why I tell people, shooting is not easy as y'all think, man.
It's not. And it's not always conducive to like someone having an orgasm, you know, like male or female. Like,
okay, even us, we have a hard time even coming. Because I just had a dude that fucked for 45 minutes, did not come.
That's
He's gonna
brutal.
look at me and still be naked like we gonna continue filming. I'm like, nigga, no, put your clothes on. We
Yeah.
gonna playboy it out. We gonna fade it out. You good?
I haven't made a guy tap out yet. I'm just realizing that every guy I've filmed with,
Mhm.
almost every single guy I've filmed with has been like a really long, either like has.
You once again, look at the names that you just shot.
I'm like, did you know these guys can fuck?
I mean, do you realize that? These ain't the average. These ain't even the average content creators. These motherfuckers fuck for a living. You gonna get 30, 40 minutes out their asses. Sometimes he got to remind himself, damn, man, we went too long. We went long enough. I need to calm. That was me. I was like, wait a second. I'm looking at my boss. I'm looking at my cameraman like, how long? 25 minutes. Shit. 5 more minutes, goddamn. I make sure it's the time where he don't have me waste up when I'm telling him this, like, or he'll tell me, he'll be like,
Oh my god.
I mean, the dude like, wait a second, man, we ain't done reverse cowgirl in this scene. But then but also when I was doing shoots, we did multiple shoots in a day. So like if she did cowgirl, we try to do reverse cowgirl for the ride sequence or add that to it. So each scene would be different, even though you're with the same person. That's the other reason why I did role play. So if they saw me so much, they see me as different people because they enjoy the story.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think everyone I filmed with, we did at least 2 scenes and they were different. Like everyone brought like a change of clothes or there was like a different outfit or like, I changed my outfit. Like we really tried to get the most of it. I got like an Airbnb when I was in Atlanta and we would do like different rooms. It would just look like, not the same place. I try not to do, hotels are like fine. I just try not to just do hotels because
No, I'm mad because they decided to do Airbnbs when my ass retired. So I
yeah.
could be spending the money I was spending on these fucking hotels, I could have been spending on the Airbnb out this bitch.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Because that's my dream to shoot out of a house because I can shoot a scene in the kitchen, I can shoot a scene in the living room, I can shoot a scene in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? If these clothes off in the backyard, we can do something outside.
Yeah. No, the Halloween scene I shot with Stax was like it's so good. It's like through the whole house. Like I was like, we couldn't do this anywhere else. It would make
I,
any.
I'm mad I never got to do a Halloween scene, succubus scene, blasphemous, any of them damn shit. That was stuff that was on my list.
I wanna do I wanna shoot Christmas content where I wanna fuck a black Santa.
I hope y'all hear that, fellas.
I need a what is it? What do they call it? BHM
Mm, big,
Santa.
big handsome man.
It's a man to be my Santa.
Holla at Rico Blaze or Goliath DFW. Look him up.
Oh yeah. I know.
Goliath, especially Goliath because he's tall. He's
Okay.
6'3". So yeah.
Yeah, I'm only 5'3".
I,
Everyone.
I, I can see him playing that, or Rico Blaze, and yeah, you need a week of rest before you see that big boy because he's military. He's former military, and I tell you this now, the military boys, they got stamina for days.
They do. They do. Mars, he's I think he's like a former Marine.
Ooh,
I know. I know.
Hanzo, I bet he was in the Navy.
I feel like he's a Marine.
I think he was in the Navy. I think he was in the Navy
Oh
or the
shit.
Marines. I know he's military for sure.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
think he's a Marine because I remember thinking like, oh, I don't think I've ever met a Marine before.
Oh yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving that bomb though. That
Is
shit
it
looking like
my little Gandalf pipe? Oh my
She
god.
said it right there. I was about to say it too. I like it look like a Gandalf pipe. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I know about Harry Potter. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Fan Star Wars, Harry Potter, and comic books. There you go.
I love it. That's so fun. Gosh, I really want to do more. Ugh, I keep thinking about all the themed stuff I want to do. Do you know what a juggalo is?
Come on, I watch wrestling. Really? Really? What? Juggalo?
I want to do a
Got
street.
the insane clown posse?
Yeah.
Vampiro? Hold
Yeah.
on, I say it right. Vampiro. Hold on.
Vampire.
Vampiro Caliente.
Oh. Yeah, I love
Vampiro. I was a fan of Vampiro. I loved him. I
dude.
was a fan.
He's legit. I love pro wrestling, man. I'm fucking RIP Bray Wyatt. Like Punk too. Like days apart. God.
Great. No, okay. Funk, I was surprised because I know he was getting there.
He's old as shit. Yeah.
But Bray blew my mind. And
He's
see,
my age. He's my age. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm about to tell my age real quick. I grew up watching his granddad, his dad, both his uncles, Kendall and Barry Windham, and Blackjack Mulligan. So the promos he was doing was Blackjack. Because Blackjack used to talk crazy like that. He used to make up little characters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just saw 2 stacks Calhoun yesterday, and I just want to tell you, Kevin Sullivan, he told me I need to whoop your ass. And I'm sorry, Terry Funk, I'm gonna miss him. I'm sorry. I was listening to Jim Cornette, his podcast, and he can do Terry Funk very well. He can do a good impression. And he was talking about the interview that he did with it was for a match with Lloyd. It was an interview where they supposed to be having a match, him and Jerry the King Lawler, and he was like, and during the match he supposed to attack Jim Cornette. Now I hope I do the impression justice, but he was saying, Lance, I think I see a sissy over there. Are you a sissy, Lance? I think you're a sissy. And then I remember, I used to love him and Dusty Rhodes. I just want to know how it is to be a fat piece of shit. Dusty, I hate you. I hate you. And it doesn't come back. This is the magazine, Dusty Rhodes. Terry Funk. I'm tired of you, Terry Funk. We've been fighting for decades. It's blood. It's a blood feud there. Blood feud. Because you're giving me a hard time, Terry Funk. I want you to touch the screen. I'm going to show Terry Funk.
The hard times was like legendary.
Yes. I never saw Terry Funk live. I had the pleasure of seeing Dusty when I was a kid, Rick,
Yeah.
you know, Blackjack. But I swear, man, I really wanted to see what Bray Wyatt was about to do. Because I wanted to see what this Wyatt 6 was going to look like.
I know. I'm like very heartbroken about it. I have like a WrestleMania 30 cup with him on. And I was like, man, like, how are you dead already?
Oh my God. See, I'm already hearing the premium smokers, I'm hearing the smokers. Yes, we're going to try to have both Tegan, Trex, as well as this sexy lady on the show for us to talk wrestling.
Oh my
we
God.
got to make that happen. Because she loved wrestling just as much too. Because we had a whole good conversation with wrestling. And where if Billy Pilgrim don't cuss out the Young Bucks during the goddamn show, I might have him on there too. Because he loved wrestling. He's a wrestling historian. We even had a podcast. And much love to my man Pilgrim. He bought me this book about the Black Panther, one of the first black top wrestlers in the game or what have you, and everything. So, and he the one who read the Sheik's book. I was like, I'm jealous. I still want to read that book about the original Sheik.
I haven't read that. I read China's autobiography recently. It was really sad.
Yeah. I really hate what happened to her, and I had a crush on China too.
Everybody did.
I had a crush on her.
China and Miss Kitty? That was on TV.
Oh my goodness. So shoot. So I take it. So you watch AEW, WWE.
Yes, I haven't watched it so much recently. I kind of stopped a few years ago. But I was really into AEW, WWE. I watched a lot of like, I don't know. I have a friend who's like really into Japanese wrestling, and he would
Oh
always
yeah.
show
Oh
me
yeah.
that,
Paying my shit.
like NJ. What is it? NJPW.
Yeah. NJPW, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah. I also, when I lived in New York, my peak wrestling fandom was when I lived in New York, so I'd go to a lot of indie shows.
God, I used to, man, God, Hog, it was a whole bunch of them. NYC, what was about NYC, WC, I remember them. Definitely, Hog still going on to this day, House of Glory. Um, I know at one point Jersey All Pro, there used to be a Jersey All Pro back in the day. It was a whole bunch. And then I know GCW goes up there every now and then. So, oh, I keep up with it, all of it, from AAA to New Japan to shit. I fell in love with the England wrestling, independent wrestling community. Progress Wrestling, Revolt,
Good.
not Revolt, Rev Pro.
What's his name? Zach.
Zach Zaber,
Yeah.
Zaber Jr.
Yes.
Will Ospreay.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I'm gonna tell you what hurt my heart. My man Marty Scroll, the villain. Damn.
He's good.
Damn, I hate it. I loved him.
He's good on the mic.
Oh my God, he come out with that mask with that umbrella. But then shoot. See, I kind of hate that Peacock, that WWE stopped fucking with Progress. 'Cause I used to keep up with it. I used to watch. My favorite dude over there is, God, hold on, wait a second. I got to do him some Spike Trevay, the vulture of Progress, and he had to me the best promos because he's supposed to be an aristocrat. He plays an aristocrat. And
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
he's an asshole to the fullest. And he gives some of the best promos. And he'll make it like he's MJF, but he's way more of an ass than MJF will ever be.
Who's on this? Fuck, what's his name? I think like Vice made a documentary about him or something, but he was the Scottish guy who would come out to "Living on a Prayer" by Madonna. You know who I'm talking about? I can't remember his name. He was like kind of chubby.
Are you talking about Grado?
Yeah, Grado. Yeah.
Yeah. He's the English version of Dusty Rhodes to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dusty Rhodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, and then it hurt my heart that Adrian Street died last week.
Who?
Adrian Street.
Really?
Yeah, he passed.
How?
Heart attack.
Oh my God! Don't do anabolic steroids. Like.
Oh my. And I love Adrian Street. Oh man, I used to love watching him. Watching him.
Yeah.
Shoot, did you watch The Dark Side of the Ring?
Yeah.
It's
Not
good.
it, but I watched like a lot of it.
And then I also love Tell the Territories. Tell from Territories. Yeah. Go on YouTube when you get time and look up Tell the Territories. Oh my God, you will lose your noodle. Because they did Memphis, Florida. They did Portland. They did Hawaii with the Maivia family. They did Mid-Atlantic.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Which was fun for me because that's my home right there.
Where are you from?
North Carolina.
Oh, you consider North Carolina part of the Mid-Atlantic?
Yeah, shit. That what Jim Crockett promotion was from. Greensboro was the shit. And he used to come through every Tuesday.
Are you talking about Mid-Atlantic Wrestling, or are you talking about the
yeah?
Okay.
Jim Crockett promotion. It eventually became WCW.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, I was dealing with Dusty. We had Dusty Rhodes. We had the Boogie Woogie Man. Ricky Steamboat, Jay Youngblood, Roddy Piper was here for a little bit.
I remember.
I remember Roddy Piper.
Oh my gosh, I'm stoned to the bone, sir.
See, there you go. See, with that being said, yeah, you know we got to bring her back. So with that being said, can I call you a smoke buddy, baby?
Oh my god, of course.
There you go. Y'all heard it. She will be back on the Smokers Lounge, and we're going to bring her to the Premium Smoke Room. Y'all know what it is. What happens in the Premium Smoke Room stays in the Premium Smoke Room. 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. $4.99 a month, and you can only watch them and access them on Spotify. What happens in the Premium Smoke Room gets more provocative, more wilder, more unpredictable, more uncensored. A titty might pop out, a dildo might come out. You don't know unless you subscribe. So with that being said, Miss Quinn, can you tell everybody where they can spend that good money on that big booty?
Oh my goodness. I sure can. So I'm Quinn with 2 N's. Quinn Marie XO on OnlyFans, on most social media, Quinn Marie XO. Quinn the PAWG, I also go by. So do your Googling, figure it out. You can do it. Quinn Marie XO on OnlyFans, Instagram, and TikTok. And then Quinn Marie _XO on Twitter. I really fucked up with the underscores.
Nah, it's all good. But like this, before we go, since you are a PAWG, and PAWG means fat ass white girl, can you show them why you a fat ass white girl?
I sure can. I'm so glad you asked.
Look at that. Look at that. Wait till we get in the Premium Smoke Room, fellas. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. There you go. So with that being said, Miss Quinn, wait, hold on. I forgot. See, I'm jumping ahead. The booty got me distracted. I apologize, fellas.
I lost my sauce.
You know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Miss Quinn, say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.